Welcome back to my channel, everyone. I have a surprise. And I have an even better surprise. I don't know if this is where I left off, but I'm assuming I left off somewhere. I know that I started reading this book a long time ago on my channel. And by a long time ago, I mean like 10 years ago or so. I got into the whole Satanic type deal, stuff, whatnot. Okay, so anyway, I haven't really done any Satanic videos in a while, like Satanic reading, but I decided, why not? I kind of miss reading. I mean, I miss reading, like, books that I like, not, so much, like, books for, like, because, you have to. I'm currently reading, aside from this, for the ASMR channel. This is one of my favorite books. It's by Paul Zindel. It's also the winner of the Pulitzer Prize for the effect of gamma rays on Man in the Moon Miracles. And it's The Pig Man. I would read this for my ASMR channel. I have thought about that. But there are some words in this book that if I read, I could get my channel cancelled. Because this book speaks the truth. And some of the words in it aren't exactly so kind. Or acceptable to be used. Anyway, but it's a really good book. And if you guys are looking for something to check out, just like, if you like weird, if you like creepy, if you like things that are just, I don't know, like anything. This is the most unusual story, and I've read it 1,000 times. I mean, look at this book. Look at what it's been through. Do you see this? It's been through a lot. Like, right up there. So the dirt. As you can see, I've been quite with this book. Okay, so anyway. Onward to this. The Devil's Notebook. Anton. Could never pronounce that. Levy. Yeah, my pronunciation is not the best, but I do what I can. So anyway, I'm gonna start reading, I guess, from, I'll pick a spot I can figure out. I mean, if I feel like I've already read it and it seems familiar, then chances are I'm gonna not. I'll start from a different point. Wherever I start from, just know that this book is gonna be finished on my ASMR channel. Also, as you can tell, this book has been through some tear and wear. But then again, I've had this for some time now. Okay, so let me find... Unless... Do I have a page? I seem to have a page that looks like it could be something that I left off. Law of the trapezoid? No. But maybe. I'm going to start at the contents. Introduction by Adam Parfrey. I know that I read that. I know I read the foreword. A Medicine for Melancholy. on the importance of being evil. Duck-billed platitudes. The good guy badge. I think that might be where I finished. From what I remember. The Church of Satan, Cosmic Joy Buzzer. Let's go to 20. It's 20. Actually, you know what? This seems exactly where I'm at. Because I see that there was a page that had a fold. I don't know if you can see. But this was folded. See? Alright. I guess it just feels good to be back to me. You know? None of the whole BS of like trying to make my channel perfect and everything. I'm just going to go back to uploading when I can. Who knows, I might even do the basic what I used to do. I hope you guys like it. I'm definitely going to try and timestamp when the actual reading begins, so check down there. Yes. And I hope this works because this really just... I mean, I've always wanted to get back into reading and finishing. But I never thought, you know, and then... So anyway. I am going to have to use my bookmark. I'm going to need this. It's Alice in Wonderland. I'm in Wonderland. Medically, of course. I like that snap. Can we just have a couple of those snaps? It's so cute. It's a little magnetic bookmark, right? It's Alice in Wonderland. But it's put together by magnets. How cute is that? And on the back, it says, "Drink me, Alice." It's gonna focus? I'm not doing the best at getting it to focus. Anyway, I like the snapping it makes. It's like one of my favorite little bookmarks. And I used to collect bookmarks, believe it or not. Okay. The Church of Satan, Cosmic Joy. Let me make sure that's it. The Church of Satan, Cosmic Joy Buzzer. In 1966, the Church of Satan was born. A witch named Sybil leaked on America, and a placental membrane began thickening over the land, which was to be called the occult movement. Sure, there had been those who sent to a Rosicrucian scribe on the back of a magazine cover. Sorry, that was really messed up. Sent to a Rosicrucian scribe on the back of a magazine cover for the secrets of a man's destiny, attended flying saucer conventions, held hands with the spiritualists, closed circles, and read their daily horoscopes. Dennis Wheatley was a sprightly hack who shuddered pudding-faced English women to sleep in their flats. A renegade named Seabrook wrote about strange doings among werewolves and lady vampires, and, incidentally, whose asylum was the original Cuckoo's Nest, and two guys named Simmons and Mannix chronicled, respectively, the exploits of the wickedest man in the world and the Hellfire Club. One could obtain the 6th and 7th books of Moses and the Albertus Magnus in paper, before they were called paperbacks. An old man named Roy Heist made good copy selling mummy's dust to witch doctors. Sure, there was an occult movement before the year one. A movement like a slumbering Younow shifting position in a doorway. No detailed chronology is required to illustrate the events of the past 10 years. Concurrent with the increasingly liberal social climate of the 60s, many former taboos became relaxed. The dark side displayed itself in polite society, where beatnik poets and bongo drummers had flourished, where witches and tarot readers held court. To most theologians, only a single entity was responsible for everything from prophecy to meditation, no matter how no matter how innocuous and esoteric act or voluble its practitioner's disclaimer, the devil was to blame. Satan heated more copy concerning the occult than any other teaser. TV movie adaptation. I really need to practice reading. Like, just in general, okay? TV movie adaptations of classic Gothic ghost stories were published as Satanic. Despite indignant attempts to differentiate witchcraft from Satanism, the public insisted, lumping them together, in a willing and eager suspension of disbelief, despite Curandera's murmurings of God-given powers. Fundamentalists still denounce them as part of the occult movement and minions of Satan. The lack of imagination and staying power of the occult movement is showing through the veneer of the incompetents who fill its ranks. As the varnish peels away, the occultist image has become almost as ridiculous as the Bible-thumping evangelists. The Church of Satan can easily become a physical Ellis Island of refugees and emigres from the occult scene. Displaced persons who have lost their covens, 90-day Maggie weary of the pondering Enochian keys and Corellianity. Chasteable queens who couldn't make it in the Catholic Church, woebegone Wiccans who find that the goddess's bosom has run dry, Egyptoids who'd be better off as Shriners, or in Laurel and Hardy's Sons of the Desert, pyramid sitters who've gained nothing but claustrophobia, Atlanteans who get seasick, UFOites who've redefined gravitational law but can't chin themselves, witless wizards, sex-starved witches, destitute diviners, for short-sighted physics, all the growing residue of the phenomenon that, because of its very popularity, had to lose the magic it purported. Satan translates to mean opposite, lest the Satanic Bible be forgotten. The essence of Satanism is what tips the balance and starts the pendulum swinging in the other direction. That is why the facts of Satanism are so often harsher than most Gothic melodrama, or speculative science horror fiction. This actual harshness is registered in dismay of some new applicants who had been enmeshed in the waning occult scene. Interest in the Church of Satan has never been greater, but I don't kid myself into thinking it's because people are more enlightened than ever before, only more disillusioned, and or bored. Nonetheless, I realize that with the decline in the occult movement as a credible identity factor, we have been blessed with an influx of salvageable human potential from the aforementioned categories, as well as non-joiners who had been waiting until the dust settled. Thus, the elitism I envisioned in the beginning has materialized fourfold. In 10 years of existence, the Church of Satan has fueled a philosophical counterculture which could have, if unchecked, thrown the baby out with the bathwater and invoked imaginative permissiveness, rational self-interest, and forced a dying theology into ludicrous last-ditch behavior, which mobiles, the POW pronouncements, etc., or running sacred reinterpretation, suddenly keeping up with social changes. It also pumped hordes of creeps up till their newly discovered godheads developed leaks or just plain busted. The ad sections of Fate magazine contain as a prolific source of gifted physics, institutes of cosmic consciousness, and pushers of awareness as can be found in the contact columns of swingers, tabloids, or underground newspapers. At the parasitic fringe, the X, who seeks recognitions as ex-witches, ex-Satanists, exorcised, or any other, wish they could have, but couldn't cut it types. Yes, the occult movement has provided countless persons with delusions of adequacy. Why has Satanism succeeded? Because from our earliest literature, through the Satanic Bible, we have made no grandiose promises of infallible enlightenment and emphasized that each must be his or her own redeemer. That the extent I'm getting sleepy. Okay, how much? Oh god, don't tell me there's like 8 more pages in this chapter. No, okay. Sorry guys. The thing for me is when I read, I tend to get extremely sleepy myself. I give myself ASMR. My own voice does that for me. So right now, I'm trying to stay awake as I read. Yeah, that's one of my 3. I can't do that finger thing with the thing where you put all 3 fingers. I can't do that. I got my hand stuck in a VHS player when I was a child. I literally cannot do that. Oops. God. Oh my god. I put BRB on my chair. I forgot about that. Because when I used to do live streams, I would go BRB a lot, and I was trying to get, like, people to know that if I wasn't here, you would see it on the chair. I know I'm getting way off topic, taking a break. For those of you who don't know, and it's been that way for about the past 4 years since I came out, so would you please keep it that way? Thanks. Okay. Where was I? Why has Satanism succeeded? Because from our earliest literature, through the Satanic Bible, we have made no grandiose promises of infallible enlightenment and emphasized that each must be his or her own redeemer, that the extent of one's superiority, if any, is governed by one's human potential, that Satan is a representational concept, accepted by each according to his or her needs. That is why it is. That is the way it was in the beginning. That is the way it is now. We have rejected that which becomes faddish while championing the unfashionable. When the monkey see, monkey do syndrome appears, even on the left-hand path, then we don't. We have utilized the best from the worst, and disconcerned the worst in the best, and gained through each. We have defied categorization, confounding labelers, knowing that the one label we bear, Satan, is controversy in itself. In looking back over a decade, it is easy to isolate each phase of our development. It has been not only rewarding as a lesson in behavioral psychology, but has inadvertently served as what sociologists refer to as unfunded research project. The first phase, emergence, crystallize the zeitgeist into reality. Let loose the knowledge of a satanic body politic into a ready but dumbfounded social climate. The second phase, development, saw an organizational and institutional expansion as a result of carefully stimulated exploitation, attracting a variety of human types from which to distill a satanic ideal. The third phase, qualification, provided sufficient elucidation to establish the tenets of contemporary Satanism, contrary to prior current misinterpretation. The Satanic Bible, satanic rituals, and satanic witch might have been conveniently overlooked, but were readily obtainable to any who chose to gain knowledge of our doctrine and mythology. An aura of respectability prevailed, often to a point of overcompensation, to counterbalance inaccurate presumptions by the outside world. The fourth phase, control, encourages dispersion and the Peter principle as a means of isolating the ideal. Evaluated from phase 2, deinstitutionalization, separated the builders from the dwellers, thus filtering and stratifying what began as an initiatory organization or persuasion into a definite social structure. The fifth phase, application, establishes tangible fruition, the beginning of a harvest, so to speak. Techniques, having been developed, can be employed. The myths of the 20th century are recognizable and exploitable as essential stimuli. Human follies may be viewed with an understanding towards radical embellishment. The Ides of March had spent its madness, and the equinox produced its climatic. At dusk, on the eve of the new satanic age, I immersed my razor in the waters of Zamzam, and embarked upon a new role. I sometimes wonder, would things have been any different without ceremony? Did a ritualistic catalyst help to convince this Pyrrhonic devil that his destiny was being properly exercised? Symbolism, ritual ceremony, totem, and taboo will always exist and develop or wane as conditions dictate. As Satanists, you must perceive such things, and having perceived, select or reject in accordance with your needs. Countercultures invariably wind up as dominant cultures. When the occult, hidden, becomes fashionable, it is no longer a cult, yet there will always be a dark side. It is a natural Satanist who will be drawn to the abyss of difference, whether it be abstract or concrete. Those who have turned these past short years in fixed abstractions can feel the warmth provided by their temporal identities cooling. Frightened, they know not what icons to take up, and are befuddled with devaluated doctrines and constrained by programmed hypotheses. Many will become Satanists who would once have shunned the name. Others will continue to eschew the name, yet survive on byproducts of Satanism, as they have unwittingly and unadmittedly done in the past. For those who are lost, the disenfranchised, the bored, the ambivalent, we have prepared a place. The past decade has been gratifying. I thank all of those who have remained loyal to me through the years and given me feedback any symbolic leader requires. To those of you who were with me in the beginning when the show got on the road, and to you who have since become a part of us in mind, body, or out of just plain earnestness, I am grateful for your support. Evil is still live, spelled backwards, and if evil we be, live we will. Living well is still the best revenge against all adversity. Love, laugh, fancy, create, innovate, reap, and revel as Satanists. In the best of all worlds, world without end, remember, the first 99 years are always the toughest. Rage is on us. So, I'm going to put the bookmark in. By any other name will be what I read, I guess. I'm going to read by any other name and the combination lock principle in my next video. That's right, Aiden is going back. Okay, so this whole thing about the, let me just put this in real quick. So, about 4 years ago, I came out as transgender. Yeah, I know, big thing. I changed my name. Some of you know my dead name, and I would respect that you don't say it in the comments. And most of you know me as Aiden, and I respect that. So, this was a big part of me for a long time. And a lot of people thought that I knew who I was, that I just instantaneously knew who I am, that I know who I am, that I'm so sure of myself, that everything is gonna work out. Hello, my pronouns are he, his, him. But see, that's the thing about life, is not everything works out. So I found out some things, and I did a lot of soul searching within myself, and I did a lot of, I guess you could say, internal searching. I did some therapy, I did some things that I wasn't proud of. Long story short, is I came to terms with who I really am. I'm Aiden, that's just me. I don't really see myself as male or female. I guess I don't really see myself as, for a while I didn't see myself as anything, and that was really sad. But now I see myself as just Aiden, and I don't think I need to label my gender. I mean, I know I still have female body parts, but that's not who I am. I don't see myself as that. And I don't really care what you guys think, to be honest, because this is me, and I just wanted to come out and say I'm pansexual. I've always been pansexual. I like girls, I like men, I like women. Heck, I've dated transgenders, I've dated transvestites, I've dated a lot of different people, okay? I had quite a relationship with a drag queen for some time. Story for a different day. I just want to say that you should really be happy being you, and it doesn't matter what people think or anything. Because yes, I wanted to transition, and yes, I thought that I was a man. I thought this was who I was supposed to be. I really did think for a long time that there was something wrong with me and that I was in the wrong body, that I was meant to be in a different body. I was meant to have and not. But when it comes down to it, I just want to be Aiden. A-A-I-D-N. And I guess that doesn't make me transgender enough. I guess that's what people say. I'm not trans enough because I don't wear this out in public. I don't cut my hair short. I refuse to get rid of some things that I still have from when I was a girl, when I did identify as a female. I guess what I'm saying is, my name is Aiden. I'm 27 years old. I'm pansexual, polyamorous. Been in quite a few poly relationships, didn't end well. I would just like to say that I'm done hiding, and I'm done pretending, I'm done putting on this front that I have to be someone that I'm not. It's really tiring. I just want to be me, and I don't want to have any labels. But also, it would be really nice if the person who sent me a picture of their junk that was uncalled for, I asked you not to talk to me. I specifically told you I did not want you to contact me. And what did you do? Somebody, we'll call him Mark. Mark decided to message me, despite me telling Mark to leave me alone. I told Mark not to contact me. I told Mark to leave me alone. I told Mark, please do not contact me again. I do not consent. I said that. I said I do not consent. I said I am not giving consent. Do not want this conversation to happen. I did the best I could in getting this guy, letting him know that I was not interested in even just a conversation, because it's a total stranger. Anyway, Mark wasn't having it. Whatever reason, Mark decided that he didn't care. He didn't have respect for me. He didn't want to have any respect for me. So Mark sent me a photo of his junk. And I replied with, please do not do that. I asked you not to talk to me. Do not contact me again. And what did Mark do? Mark thought it would be a good idea to threaten me. He sent me a sexual threat. Which now, I don't know. Am I gonna be in a Me Too movement again? Is this gonna happen? Because I was in that Me Too movement far too long, and I really don't want to have to go back there. I already have PTSD. Can that stop? So I'm just letting you guys know I got sexually harassed. I didn't consent. I told him no. I told him I didn't want him to contact me, and he didn't listen. He sent me his junk. So if you're thinking about sending me a photo of your junk, rethink that, because I will put you on blast, and you probably won't like it. If you're following me on my Facebook page, then you definitely know what's up. I just wanted to say my final piece. I guess I really don't explain a lot on my channel, and I should. I'm not the best person, and I admit that I've made mistakes, and to those that I've hurt, I'm sorry. Aiden out. Oh, for anyone wondering, my pronoun is not this. It's Z. Z-E. Yes, the letter Z. Z. Like in a Z formation. Z. Z. Just Z. Because I don't identify as anything at this moment. I am so going through a lot that I just don't have time to... I want to apologize to the transgender community. I owe you an apology. Because for so long I thought I was a man that I started to believe everything that I was telling myself. But the truth is, I don't know who I am yet. I'm still figuring myself out, and to be honest, I'm kind of okay with that. I'm 27. I mean, almost died and I came back to life. That's a story for another video. Because that would be like a whole long MF 2-hour video, to be honest. Okay, so I know this video got way off topic, and it was supposed to be just about this, but if you watched it till the end, you guys are my true fans. I know this is a little tiny wooden spoon. Honeycomb. I have tons of them, to be honest. Yeah. I like honeycomb. I eat it on the regular. And I like to eat my honeycomb with a honey spoon. Okay, so I guess this is it for now. Oh, and I do have to apologize to... I don't know if you're gonna see this, and if you see this, Kevin, I'm sorry I lied to you. I'm sorry at first I led you on and I made you believe something that wasn't, and I know I must have hurt you in some way, and I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say, but I'm sorry, and I hope one day that you unblock me and find it in your heart to forgive me. I was going through a lot, and it wasn't right to take out my messed up mind and everything I was going through. I didn't know who I was, and I told you things, and I said things to you. And I did some things that I know that I'm definitely sorry for, and if you see this, Kevin, I'm sorry. And also, this is to a specific Kevin. He's a YouTuber. Okay, that's it. Bye.